Hello, this is Sachin Sawant, your UK immigration lawyer. Today I am going to talk about the Innovator Founder Route. So there has been these recent changes to the Innovator Route, whereby mainly the 50k investment has been removed. So no need of any investment funds, and other employment has been allowed. So it will be interesting to see how that has been allowed, so and how we applicants can get employment outside their own business. So the employment allowed is RQF level 3, which is quite the lowest level. That is the level any skilled worker can be hired. It's not RQF 6, which is like the global mobility route, intra-company transfer previously. So that is level 6 and above, which is managerial and hireable positions. But on this one, they have allowed the skilled worker level, which is RQF3. It's quite a low, medium to low level, I would say. Also, study is allowed, so I think that was always the case. And the leave will be granted for 3 years. So these are the easy areas I will cover. Then I'll go into the other crux of the matter. So mainly you need to get 70 points. So you can see 70 is the total points. In this video, I'm going to cover mainly the point system, how the points are being allotted, and what are the different possibilities or how you can get the points. Mainly the reason being, we do a lot of consultations, and do applicants do come to us, they do expect that their plan or their proposal should meet the innovator route. However, after having the consultation with a lawyer, not just with us or any other legal representatives, when they have a consultation, we sometimes have to tell them, it's not always the case, but sometimes we have to tell them that this may not be the right route. The right route may be a skilled worker visa for them, if that is possible, so, or some other route. So I just want to clarify some basic points over here, so that if you watch this video, it will help anyone who is considering to apply under this route, or they are already under the innovator route, and obviously their extensions and everything will come under this route. The previous innovator route has been repealed, so you will not find it in the immigration rules anymore. All applications under innovator category have to be made under these rules only. These are the new rules, and these are the only rules now, even for settlement and all. Today I won't cover the settlement aspect because it's quite a long area. I will plan and make another video for settlement requirement. But this is for anyone who is making a new application either outside the UK or inside the UK, either moving on from the previous innovator visa or any of these visas, innovator founder. So this is the current route, so they have listed that as well. Innovator route, startup route, tier 1 graduate entrepreneur. So if you already hold innovator visa, startup visa, or tier 1 graduate entrepreneur, you can apply under this route. Or if you want to freshly switch from any other category, you can be in a family route, skilled worker visa, or global talent, or any other visa, and you want to move on to this route, then these rules would apply. These are the only rules for innovator going forward, called as Innovator Founder Route. The name has been changed, added founder over here. So the leave is being granted for a maximum period of 3 years. Other employment is allowed up to RQF level 3, and studying is also allowed. Second improvement is the no investment required. Earlier there was a 50k investment required, so that has been taken off from the rules. But more or less the rules remain the same, so it is not a very much liked area. Many times it does happen that individuals do think that they would qualify into this. However, there are challenges inbuilt in this area, which, so mainly the area has not been overhauled, which we were expecting. But yeah, some changes have been made. At least the 50k investment has been taken off, and that additional employment has been allowed. Mainly about additional employment, briefly I will just cover. So the important caveat to make here is, if you have an innovator founder route leave, you cannot contract yourself out, and so you cannot act yourself, give your services just to your company and work for fill. And so the way they refer to it in the rules is, you cannot fill an existing vacancy. So that is how they are restricting you from working being employed, so they don't want disguised employment. So you get this route visa, then through your business you're trying to contract your services out and being full-time employed with someone else, just trying to uh, route the payments and the contracts through the business. So that will not be allowed. Those That is one of the main problems they also had, home office had, with the tier 1 entrepreneur and all such visas, similar visas, where they had seen it, and hence in while drafting the rules they have specifically restricted such kind of disguised employment you through the use of your business. So that is not allowed. Be careful on that. Important. So that's the employment side. Secondly, the total points you need is 70 points. I'll cover the easier ones. 10 points for English language. Level required is B2 or higher. And financial requirement, this is the maintenance funds that we used to call before. Now they call it financial requirement. If you already in the UK and you hold a permission to stay, so leave to remain, as they are calling it differently, permission to stay. If you have permissions to stay of 12 months or higher, you don't need to say meet this requirement. That itself, your previous visa or BRP card itself is sufficient enough that will meet this requirement if you have the permission to stay. And now also, if you don't have the permission to stay for 12 months or higher and you are applying from inside UK or you are applying from outside UK for the first time, you need to have maintenance funds of 1270 GBP, 1270 GBP held at least for 28 days in your bank account, and you need to produce the statement which is dated within 1 calendar month. That's how I understand the financial requirement evidence. So that bank statement should have been issued within 1 calendar month or 28 days before the date of application. Yeah, so this is about financial requirement. So I've explained this part. English language, so these are the two ones gone. No investment required. Yes. Leave is given for 3 years. Other employment is allowed. I'm coming to the difficult aspect of things. So the 70 points, 10 for English language, 10 for maintenance. Of those, 50 will be given either for the same business, if you are already in one of these routes, innovator, startup, or tier 1 graduate entrepreneur. So if your previous visa is this, then yes, you have this visa, you are pursuing the business that you promised to do, and that particular business. So these are the 3 parts of what type of that business should be. One is it has been already assessed by Home Office, approved endorsing body. That is when you got the endorsement. So that almost everyone will have it because the endorsement was required for all of these visas. So it was either for a previous endorsement, this was being assessed, this business, that okay, it is eligible, or at a contact point. So whenever the endorsing body came, looked, matched against the business plan and said, okay, fine, you are meeting the requirements, carry on. So that is a contact point where the endorsing body has a contact with the applicant. So at one of these points, either at the previous endorsement or at a contact point, the business has been assessed, so you get 10 points for that. Second is the business should be active and trading. That's anyways the requirement, and sustainable. So no doubt, previously when you got these visas, you might have promised saying your business was scalable, viable, innovative, etc. All those things still continue, and it is a sustainable business. Prove significant achievement against business plan. So whatever you promised in your business plan when you filed any of these visas before, innovator, startup, graduate entrepreneur, whatever that was, so you have significant achievements since then against the business plan, whatever you promised. So these are the 3 things that they will look at. One is the plan. The business should have been assessed by Home Office, either at a previous endorsement or at a contact point by Home Office endorsing body, by the endorsing body, was approved by Home Office, either at the previous endorsement stage or at a contact point stage when they come and assess your business. That is number 1. For that you get 10 points. Second, B has 3 subheadings under that. The business is active and trading as of the date of this application. business is sustainable, very important, and whatever you promised, you are on track, significant achievements against your business plan. Then the third part, so you get 10 points for the first A, for B you get 20 points, the rest 20 is here. Applicant should be active. So now this was the business's job, what the business is doing, the first 2 point system. 10 given also to the business, 20 given also to the business. Now this is drilling down to the applicant. It is coming down. Applicant should be active into the day-to-day management and development of that business. So whichever that business is, so you're going back to the same business. This 20 points is focused on the applicant. What is the applicant doing? The business may be doing, so there may be instances where all these are met, but the applicant is not meeting these requirements for whatever reasons. Sometimes the applicant may be meeting these requirements, one of these may not be met, or either of these may not be met. So you need 10 points, 20 points, and 20 points. Total 50. This is for a same business. You already have one of these visas, innovator, startup, tier 1 graduate entrepreneur, and you are meeting these requirements. 10 points, 20 points, and 20 points. The first 30 go to the business. The business has been assessed. So one is the assessment part for 10 points by the endorsing body. Second is, what is the business doing now? So let's ignore the assessment. Are you actively trading? Are you sustainable even today? Have you met what you have promised? Are you meeting your business plans, or at least are you on track towards your business plans? And then the applicant focus, the 20 points of focus fully on the applicant. Is he involved in the day-to-day management and development? So are you managing this business that we are talking about, and are you developing it as well? So that's important. Or are you just going and working somewhere else? So this is what they will be very cautious. Be careful. Your NI numbers will be run, checks will be done, whether you are working for some other employment somewhere, how monies are being paid, taxes are being run, payrolls run on your NI number, etc., etc. So yes, those checks will definitely be made. This is all about the same business area. Now I'm coming to the new business. So new business is as good as a new application, as you would have done previously. So this would preferably be either an entry clearance application if you're doing it for the first time, coming into this area, or you are in the UK on some other type of visa. It can, so other than these visas. So then simple is the same way, lines they are going on. Business plan, you need to show a business plan for which you get 30 points. Business venture, 20 points. Business plan, be always cautious. Home office, I have seen myself, so there are some companies who may give you ready-made business plans, or rather than customizing it to your needs, the ready-made business plans do surround. Even home office managers have informed us, yes, a similar business plan has been seen. So this is quite a problem area for them. So don't try to use those standardized business plans given by some companies, sold to you. Be careful. Same business plans are being sold to others as well. I have seen that several times. Home office refusing applications. I have seen refusal letters where clients have done it themselves or through other reps. And home office has also mentioned that similar, so they may not tell you, but yes, they do find similar lines of business plans, numbers changed, something details change here and there. And this is quite a common one. They dislike it. It will be refused on the genuineness test. Be mindful. If the business plan, if you are the applicant and you yourself don't know what the business plan is, someone else is making for you, accountant, business plan making company, or whoever that is, be careful. It will be refused. It has been, many applications have been refused for those reasons in the past. So our advice is, anytime we are representing clients, we always give a draft of questions for them to answer, and then we help them structure it. So we don't prepare business plans for you. Simple, very simple. Even if you ask me in a consultation, no, because it's not going to help your case. Just getting the visa does not work out. So business plans, you have to make it yourself. You have to be a part of it, and we can help out with that by telling you whether this is right, wrong, what is to be added, what is to be removed, etc. That is fine. So the way we work is, we give you a draft of some questionnaire like pattern, like a business plan, what points are to be covered. you fill that up, we look at it, and then you only finalize it, but we look at everything that has been put into that. So be mindful of that. Avoid using standardized and ready-made business plans. So that is one. Business venture, yes. So this particular, whatever venture you are planning, it should be innovative, viable and scalable. Innovative, it's an arguable point, but yeah, anything that is new, it can be slightly new, it can be completely new, doesn't matter. That is fine. Viable, yes, whether it's viable or it's just some thoughts that one may think of, it is not even viable commercially. Mainly when they talk of viable, is it commercially viable, is it profitable, is it really possible what you're talking about. Third point, scalable. This is where most of the business plans or business ideas fail. uh, when they talk of scalable, they're talking of technology oriented businesses. They don't expect a small shop that will just sell goods or services or anything. They want something like, may not be the next Uber or TransferWise or any of these big companies, but it's on similar lines. They are expecting someone who is on those lines. You may not be that much scalable, but yes, if you are at that level, that's perfectly fine. So they are expecting that business using technology mainly. It's a scalable one. For example, Uber, Deliveroo, all these digital based companies. What else? Yeah, uh, Wise, many challenger banks, etc. So these are all scalable ideas. So they should be multiplied using technology. So not just sitting in one office space, shop, or one small area and just selling the services, but expanding it in different ways. It should be multipliable, and it should be, if that is a word, multipliable, it should be scaled into considerable levels, not just one or two, but maybe they're talking of 10 times, 20 times, something like that, the quantity of business. So that is very, very important. This has always been a problem. Anytime we discuss, many times scalable is where the issue always arises, and the individual does not qualify for the scalable aspect. Uh, Maybe they may be it on the viable aspect, yes, commercially viable, innovative, yes, innovative plans everyone has, but mainly on the scalable aspect, yes, and do applications do get refused. Even we have to tell many times our clients that make sure you have reasonable evidence or reasonable case in your business plan, in your explanations, to show the home office that this can be scaled. You have some technology model, you have some app-based model, something. So something or the other to scale that particular business venture. So mainly new business is the same as before. Business plan, business venture, 30 points for the plan, 20 points for the venture. Venture has to be IVS, innovative, viable, scalable. Yeah, that's it. So this is about new business, older business or same business. Innovator founder, leave given for maximum 3 years. Other employment is allowed, that has been added. Uh, we will be observing this space. Yes, we should, and everyone will be observing what type of employment is really allowed. Definitely disguised employment is not allowed. You cannot just use your business and work for only one employer. Definitely that was always an issue with other past visas also, graduate, tier 1 entrepreneur, other business related visas. uh, so that's called as circumventing the immigration rules. So definitely home office will keep an eye on that employment aspect of things. Rest, yeah, so that's all about I wanted to cover. If you have any questions about your specific case, do book a consultation with us. We will assess your plan. Yeah, so we will assess to the best of our ability, match your ideas with the immigration rules, how close you are, what is possible, what is not. We can tell you that, and give you a clear perspective from our experience as to how to go about things. You can just take advice from us, you can take full representation from us, anything that you want. And yes, we do have experience in this area. We also have experience in other areas. So whether you fit in this, or you fit in a skilled worker area, or you fit in a global business mobility area, whether you fit in an expansion worker area, we have other videos on skilled worker, global business mobility, expansion worker, the intra-company transfer, GBM, senior specialist worker. So we can match you out and we can tell you which would be the best area, even if this is not your area. So we will assess comparing different types of immigration rules if you decide to get our consultation. The link will be down in under the video. What else? And thank you very much for watching. Do subscribe to our channel. There are many people in need. I know we do get many inquiries on this Innovator Founder Route. That's why I just thought of making this video. And yeah, subscribe to our channel. YouTube will throw this video to others. There are many people outside the UK as well who are looking for advice on this. Sometimes it feels it's very straightforward, but this video will at least give you an idea as to what are the different areas to be touched upon, what are the different considerations to be given before filing this application. So this is a fairly new route. Innovator has always been there. Founder, Innovator Founder, the name has been slightly changed. Two main requirements added or removed or adjusted: 50,000 investment removed, other employment allowed. So we will be watching this space. And yes, do like our videos, subscribe to our channel. If you have any comments, you can write down below on YouTube, or you can also follow us on our social platforms, Facebook, Twitter, etc, etc. And yes, we will be making such videos. If you like this video, like it. Dislike this video, dislike it. And do subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much. And